Hello everybody. So today it's gonna be a different video, and I'm not gonna have a very long intro, but today I'm showing if you want to be in like your very own, if you want to be in a SMP and you don't know how because every SMP needs like an application, or you need to pay, or you need to get good at Minecraft, then join this. This is the HyperSMP, and today I'm going to be showing off all the features, everything that's in it, all the mods you need, everything. So here we go. So when you first log in, you'll spawn in on this diamond block and you'll be facing this way. So, and then when you first join in, I'll be like right here, maybe right here, or right here. I won't be on that side, I don't know, because I don't really need to. But you'll spawn in. I'll give you some more information, but for now, I'm not gonna tell you much. But one thing I am gonna tell you is you cannot destroy this bridge. This bridge needs to stay, so when new players join in later in the day or later, they don't have to swim across. They can just sprint across this beautiful bridge here. And we have Larry right here. Larry the turtle, you know. Hopefully he stays there by the time y'all are on. But okay, so exploring the structures. Also, you can break anything on this island. Anything except that bridge. But let's look at the first structure, which will be a very important and used structure, by the way. The meeting temple. So if you need to talk to the owners, me, and some other players, I'll be here. You come in, or you go to one of our bases. I'll have my guards sitting here, and then you guys will be sitting here. Also, these two flags will be changed to the guards' roles. As you see, I have my flags up, which represents my squad, and then we'll have two other creators here, and then you guys sit here with your flags, with those flags. So there's nothing really to show. It's a regular sand temple. You know how sand temples work. It's just, and yeah. Okay, now the next structure is actually kind of a doozy. Hold on, can't show you the structure or the chords. Okay, so the next structure, as you can see, is the woodland mansion. Also, these particles I have night vision on because it's very dark in there. So, but yes, the next one is a woodland mansion. So yep. Also, I'm gonna block off the cords that are on the top so you can't see them. But one thing I'm going to show you is if you come up here, go over here, not that room, but this room. Not that one, not that room either. Wait, and then you come all the way over here. This room, this type of room, will have these doors, and one of these doors, both of these doors have a chest, and one of these doors, hold on, I'm not gonna let you see which one I'm picking. Look at the roof. One of these doors, okay. Okay, you saw what I picked. But this door has a clue onto our challenge. There's a challenge for this SMP, and it's to find the treasure. So this is the first clue. Go to the pillager pick on the wall, and I'll let you figure out that, because there are more clues. There's a clue there, and they'll tell you where other places to go. But then there's also a treasure in there. We have the chicken room up there. But then if you go back this way, not that room, well, you could use it as a batting cage, but we have this room, which has a already made nether portal, and design is made by me. If you want to see how I made it, then you could message me on Discord, and we can link up on Minecraft. But yeah, that's basically it. I don't know where this guy came from, but whatever. Also, there's kind of a glitch where you can't walk up other blocks like carpet in them where you can usually walk up, so you'll have to jump and stuff. You can't do it on that. This can't really do it on any of those. Even on stairs you can't do it. So like, as you can see, you can't do it on stairs, but you can walk down the stairs. But that's only the first structure. Okay, the next structure is this. Yep, this. So there's another thing you can do in this world, and that is you can become a type of knight for the different realms. One realm, so you have the overworld knight, the nether knight, the end knight, and the heaven knights. The heaven knight. So when you so you have to find the statue. Unfortunately, two of them have passed. And that is this one, which is the overnight, which is what we call the overworld knights, and the end knight. So as you can see, he has blood. He fell through all this stuff with all this water rushing down. It's pretty sad. But if you get on top of his head, which actually kind of is bad, also he has blood on his head and feet, but if you get on top of his head and you open this chest, you're presented with loot and some letters. I would choose to read the letters first, the papers first, because you have to do something to become an overnight. You can't just take the loot, because if you do, then I'll have to track you down and stuff, and you won't survive, because I have a sharpness 31 sword that does 24 attack damage and 3 entity reach. So yeah, but then also you will be presented with their sword. Yes, yeah, they have a sword, and there will be a sword next to the overnight and ooh shoot, there will be a sword next to the end knight and overnight. So they all had powers. He had water, and also if you go to me to become the knight, you get one of these spell books depending on which knight you chose. So yeah, but next we're gonna go to the end knight. Okay, so the next structure is the end knights, which is the second easiest one to find. Also, they all have the same chords. I'm not going to show you the chords because you'd become a knight immediately, like off the rip. So I'm not going to show you the chords. I'm going to edit that out. But as you can see, at the same chords as that knights, they're all in the same variety. You will find his sword, or the end knight sword. And if you go this way, I believe. No, if you go this way, then you will find the end knight. As you can see, there's a sword lodged into him because he was the last one that died, but he died right after that. But same thing, if you go on top of the head, also you have a lot of blood where he was stabbed. If you go on top of his head, open this chest, it'll give you a bunch of loot. You get an egg, because, well, he's an end knight. So, and you can hatch. And you can climb this, just no griefing. You can't break any of these blocks. None of this, just all has to stay. But you can break everything around it, though. Like, you could break all this end stone besides the one that's on him. And the coarse fruit, but not you can't break the actual build. That will forever stay. Also, if you want to know the lore on this, on what happened, then just go to Discord or go to my base and ask for the lore. I'll tell you the lore, or you could ask for it when the server is actually opened. Okay, but yep, nothing really much to this structure. Same thing as last one, except he doesn't have stuff in it. He doesn't have water or stuff pouring down. A lot of Endermen though, praising him, because, yeah, but whatever. Also, there are a lot of mods. We have the Aether, which will be the heaven, and sophisticated backpacks, iron spelling books, which is what I will be using to give you your powers based on which one you which knight you become. But now it's time to move on to the Neth Knight. Also, this is the end knight, if you can't tell, but now it's time to move on to the Neth Knight. Okay, the next structure is the Neth Knight. So he's the one that killed both the Overnight and the End Knight, so that's why he's still here. And if you want to become his apprentice or acquaintance, so like if by the time I open this part where you can become the acquaintances of both the heaven and him, then if there are let's say some bad people who have to be in the jail cell that's in my base, then I will send them, and then I'll send some knights or guards, and they will have to fight all of these piglins, and I will have someone here who is this guy's thing, and they will break these two spawners. As you can see, there's a bunch when time comes, and then he will choose who he wants to be this guy's apprentice. I don't know why this guy is up here. He should be down there. And he will choose which villain I send, which bad guy I send to be their apprentice, to be this guy's apprentice. And then, yeah, okay. On to the next place. Okay, so the next spot or structure is the Hev Knight. You can find him in the Aether. Just make an Aether portal, you know, and they're all in there. It's in the same type of chords that the others were in. So looking around it, he has the same things. Two spawners. This one spawns air wells, and this one air bunnies. And then there's a portal under him, just like the other guy. And I will have someone here. He'll break the spawners when he chose, and then he'll say which one he chooses that'll be here. I'll choose like the best fighters and good people who will be coming. Actually, no, everyone on the server will be coming to choose. So they'll come here. He'll choose who he wants to be there, and whoever he chooses is the apprentice of. He will be the apprentice of this guy. So yeah. So it'll be the same thing, and then in the end, I will have both the Hev Knight and the Neth Knight, and him and his apprentice will fight each other to the death, and whichever one wins will stay, and then I'll have to find a new one for the other. So let's say if the Neth Knight wins, then I will have to find a new apprentice and main to fight him again. But if the Hev Knight wins, then I'll find a new Neth Knight, but they won't fight again. Since the Neth Knight is evil, they won't have to fight each other if the Neth Knight loses and the Hev Knight wins. But if the Hev Knight loses and the Neth Knight wins, then I'll have to find another one to fight. I know it's confusing, I'll give more on it later, but right now I think that was it. The last structure. But wait, I told you about how there's a challenge to find the place, and one of them you will have to come to me, and I will give you this note. Can't really show you what's on it yet, but I'll give you that note. You will go to that. You will go there, find that clue, and then there might be a little back and forth, maybe, but you will go there, find the next clue, and I think that last clue will lead you not exactly, but near where the spot is. So after I give you the note that I have, you'll be heading to the last spot. You'll be heading to the spot where the treasure is. But that's all for this video. I'm going to go back to the portal, and then go back to the spawn. Oh wait, I'll also show you my base, I guess, and I'll give you cords for that. That's the only thing I'll give you cords for, though. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, see, yeah. I don't know why that's why I spawned that, man. Okay, so you would come here. As you can see, my base is a end place. I don't know, because it was big. I know it was big. Also, this is not as big as a regular one, but whatever. But if you do wrong on this server, like very, very bad wrong, like try to assassinate me, another player, or you just do something another player really thinks is wrong, then they will take you to, they will tell me. I will either send my guards out, or depending on how bad it was, I will teleport you here to me, and I will teleport, and you'll be trapped in this jail forever. I'll make you put all your loot in a chest, and if your friends want to bail you out, then they come here, they go through the entrance, keep going up and stuff, and then they'll do this parkour, they'll have to do this parkour, and then they can either do the parkour to get to my room to look for me, or they could see if I'm up here through that part, and then they will be sitting on this. My knights will be sitting on, I fell. My knights will be sitting on these chairs to protect me, and I will be sitting on this one. And then speaking, we'll have the person that's in jail in this exact room, because then for them I have bait. So there's very good loot. We have efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, diamond pickaxe, 3 diamonds, 1 netherite, so you could turn that into an efficiency 5, unbreaking 3 netherite pickaxe. And then we have an iron pickaxe that has efficiency 3 and unbreaking 2. And actually, sorry, we don't have only 3 diamonds, we have 6. Then in this chest, we have an efficiency 5 diamond shovel with 5 diamonds, an efficiency 3 iron shovel with a netherite ingot, so you can turn this efficiency 5 diamond shovel into a netherite shovel. And then we have my banners surrounding every window, because I was too lazy to block all. Well, no, I wasn't. I just want to light in this room, so that there's light in this room and no one can see in from our conversation. Yeah. Then this is also a transportation part. You can come up here and then go over there, because it's way faster than trying to do that parkour. Come over here, go over there, get up. Whoa. come over here, go over there, go over there. That's the jail. Got another portal up in here, just in case we got any nether tendencies. And then we also have this, which is a bait trap. A bait trap. So to test my knights, the knights that I choose, like I will choose some people to be my knights, depending on what they do. I will have a trap set for them. Like, I know that sounds wrong. Like it's not a trap to kill them unless they're like running along this part and then they don't have like a water bucket or wind charge. But or they like it's yeah, because these 3 blocks, I should probably make it. But yeah, they jump. Oh shoot, they jump on the ship. They'll be following me. And then I also have a training course on the ship. So the training course actually starts up on that part. And then we go up here, go down. I'll have some traps and stuff set. And then my knights will be chosen through that. I can have up to 4 knights. So I have 2 guarding the. I have 2 knights guarding the jail and 2 guarding me. So the first one is the blue knight. He's like the water knight. I don't really haven't decided if I'm going to give you water ice powers, but and then we also have the air knight, which he has air type things. It's really not that many enchantments for air, but then we have the gold knight. It's really nothing that goes with air. Then we have the this wild knight. Yeah. And then they get 4 totems of dying. And the best PvPer out of them 4 won't have a shield because, well, he's the best PvPer, but he will have a totem of undying and a sword and armor. And honestly, I think their best PvPer, I think the best PvPer will have the water because they have Aqua Affinity, Respiration, and Depth Strider. I do want to make that Depth Strider more though. I want to make it faster, better. Cause like, you see, I can make this sharpness 31 and stuff. And then me, I have the same things except I have Depth Strider 6. So yeah, but they will go through a whole training obstacle course type thing, and they'll be naked. They won't have no armor. They'll have a wooden sword or stone depending on what I want to do. And then they'll have to get all the way down here, clear every single mob that's down here. Also, I kind of lit the place up so no mobs will be spawning down here anymore. But they'll have to fight every single mob. And then once all mobs are clear, I'll be over here watching, just watching. I'll be like right here watching, and then I'll be like, wait, and then I'll go check. I'll check if every mob is cleared. No mob. Like what I mean by cleared is like you can just like push them all off, but you have to kill them all. They all have to die, or they all can't be on the ship. There could be no shit on the ship. Then I'll come back, check that everything is in the chest. Make sure that they didn't switch anything else. I'll be taking pictures of all of this stuff. Well, they can't really fake this because they don't know what armor gems I have on that. But I will see what's on that, and then I will get them. And then I'll be like, okay. So I'll put them all in here one by one with the same mobs, same amount of mobs. And then I'll be like, okay. And then out of the 4 that I put in here, I'll be like, okay, so you take this armor set, you take that, you take that, you take that. And they all have this, all the swords have the same enchantment, all of them. So yeah. And then I also think that I'm going to give them a knockback stick. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. No, I'm not supposed to do this. Whoa. I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but slash enchant. think it goes up to 3. No, it goes up to 2. Okay, so we're gonna. Oh, dang it. Okay, whatever. But that is basically the whole thing. Also, any wrongdoers, like if you try to escape the jail cell before your sentence is over, I will send my guards off of you. I will send my guards on you, including and myself. I will send, and then we bring you here. You come on here. I'll give you a chance to give all your stuff to your people. Push you off. And then once if you die, bam, if you die, if you know what I mean, then you get a 2 days ban. A 2-day ban. So I will ban you for 2 days. You can't come back on. If you try to log on, you won't be able to because it's banned. But yeah, so now I'm gonna go right back to spawn, which is at negative 1811 63 380. Yeah, okay, we're back at spawn. So let's just do this, and I hope you enjoyed this video. It's officially night, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you. Click on my Discord. If it's in the description, click on that Discord in the description, and you get more details on how to join. You'll get details on what mods I used. Well, I'll tell you right now. Fast item frames, dragon mounts legacy, sophisticated backpacks, immersive portals, and iron spells, books, equipment. I'll even show you real quick. I'll even show you. Let me see. It's Forge. Okay, so you can see now. So these are all the mods that are used in the HyperSMP. These are all the mods. And if you want to know what I am using, and there's over enchanted. If you want to know what I am using to host the server, it's completely free. You do have to log in with an email, so make sure you have that ready. But I am using Aternos, which is a mod hosting server, and yeah, that's all I can really say. It's a mod hosting server. So I hope to see you guys in the next episode, or on next video. Bye and be awesome.